Australian Test cricket.
Big shout again, and he's been given. David Orchard getting the finger up, and Stephen Harmison is getting some very good bounce here.
Martin out for naught from 3 deliveries.
I was watching the TV, and as the wicket fell, I started like instantaneously was dizzy and disorientated and felt like I was going to fall down. I had this instant migraine come on, and even walking out on the ground, when I walked on the ground out of the dark, the sunlight was blinding, and I thought, this is going to be a real struggle. I could hardly see. I was fuzzy, and I had a piercing headache, and I went up to Jail and said, mate, I'm going to struggle. I've just got this instant migraine. He said, just see how you go.
You can bet that Steve Waugh will get a couple of short deliveries. Nasser Hussain starting to move the fieldsman around a bit now. So we're going to have Crawley at bat pad, and there's also Tudor at the leg gully. 2 slips, 1 gully. I'm a little surprised that he's keeping the 3rd man down there.
I didn't think it was necessary, and I probably found it a bit lacking in respect.
Well, it's the 2nd time in this series that Nasser Hussain's done it to Steve Waugh to bring him on strike. One thing I do know about Steve Waugh, he loves a fight, loves a challenge.
Of course, it was one of the ugliest innings I played.
Inside edge. That one might have hit on the gloves, I think.
That, I think, has taken the outside edge.
I've dropped a couple of times, was caught behind when no one appealed, and then the MCG ground stuff or the people on the scoreboard did me a disservice by putting the replay up on the screen. Of course, there was a massive crowd of Poms in Bay 13 who went berserk as the replay came up on the screen.
The Barmy Army has cost England this wicket. There's too much noise out there. No one can hear a thing. The outside edge, if the slips weren't sure of the edge, why should the umpire be sure? No one appealed, no one heard a thing.
I was obviously out, and then next ball I think I absolutely smashed one to mid-off, and Nasser Hussain took probably the catch of the century, and he was sort of giving me the send-off and pumping the fists, and he realised there was no ball.
Steve Waugh is 20 metres from the crease. Now Justin Langer's caught his attention, and he's been called back.
I had all my luck in my whole Test career happen in about 15 minutes, and then of course next ball I recall really clearly playing one of the best shots of my career. I think it was a back foot drive past Hussain down to the boundary for 4.
What an unbelievable over that was.
Of course, there was a bit of chat after the end of the over. I was copying it from everywhere, but it was a craze. It was like it was on fast. The whole innings was fast forward. It was just a calamity, I guess, from the start to finish, with 1 or 2 good shots in there, and I got out.
Well, that's in the air, and he's out this time, and Steve Waugh walks. Steve Waugh has received a number of short pitch deliveries in this innings, and finally they've got him.
Of course, headlines next day were pretty negative again, and look at those headlines, all those comments. I think they're unfair, because I just wasn't myself. I didn't know what I was doing out there.